Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with another video, this time for the newest Battle Pass. Now, I have finally completed the first 50 levels of the Battle Pass. That's not actually hard. Getting the 50 levels is actually really easy. What's the hardest part is the missions and such. Today, just like I did on the last Battle Pass, I'm going to give you some tips, tricks, and some loadouts to use to get certain missions done faster and easier, alright? There's a couple of missions here that are really hard to do. Some of them are not even very explicit, and as such, I'm going to take away those doubts. But I'm only going to be talking about the missions for the first 50 levels. The Encore missions will be coming on another video later because there are some people who cannot actually buy the Battle Pass, and as such, they're not even going to do the missions on the Encore. So, just to make it not a too large video, I just decided to divide it. This will be for the first 50, the first 5 tiers, the first 50 missions, and then I'll do another one for the Encore. So, before I just go in, this is the reward you get if you do all the missions, not to mention the experience you get throughout every time you finish a tier, and you get this title, this limited title, the DJ. So, after I finished it off, now I'm just going to go on the Battle Pass, and I'm going to go back. And just so you see, I already have the first tier of the Encore. This is for the Encore, just ignore it. Let's talk about these tiers. This is the first tier you're going to get. In case you're wondering, how do you get the missions? You see these little crowns over here? You see this? Tier 1, D'Angelo. This will give you the challenges. This is on the free pass, so as long as you have at least the free pass up to level 50, you can do all the 5 tiers and get this title. But the other one, which I'll show you in just a minute, will be on the Encore. In order to get all the 5 tiers unlocked, you have to come here, get to level 3 first, then you have to go level 11, 21, 31, 41, and then that's pretty much it. After this, you'll start off the Encore, so let's just break it down, these missions for you. And tier number 1, you have the missions, play a match with Sky. Pretty straightforward. I don't think you even need to understand any of about that. Just play a match with Sky. Really easy. Done. Get X amount of triple kills. This one right here, I'm just skipping this because this one here, I'm just going to say this right now. One of the tips I'm have for you guys is playing on Bob matches. Some of them I did not do it on Bob matches. But the ones that I found it was harder because there was no team communication and so on, I just went on Bob matches because the bots are pretty predictable and so it's really easy to get stuff to do. So for example, in certain matches, the bots will all stack up all together, so triple kills are really easy to get. So this is why I'm actually mentioning this right now. Kill 0 players with broadside, dredge. Now, a lot of people confuse this. This is not with the scuttle, this is not with the reload, this is with the right click of dredge. You have to kill people with the right click. You can either do this on bot matches or normal matches. I did it on normal matches. It was actually really easy to do because, you know, dredge is just fucking broken. Heal for X amount of health. Now, this one is not in one match. You can see right here, it's not in one match. So just play healers throughout time and you'll eventually do it. As for the shield for 50,000 in a single match. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that tanks that own shields and plant the shields or have those big shields they put on the point, unless somebody's actually trying to destroy your shield, which probably most of the cases they will not, unless they're like a Cassie or something, some of them will go wrecker. One of the things that I find easier to get this mission done is using Torvald and shielding your flanks, your damages, and you'll easily get this on a siege match. Really easy to get, trust me. I did this at the first try. It's like as easy as that. Play ranked matches. Play X amount of ranked matches. They say 0 to me because I already done it, alright? Pretty straightforward again. Just get to level 50, get 14 champions, and go on competitive and do it. Really easy to do. So we got tier 1 done. Let's hop into tier 2. Now, tier 2, we got play a matches emoji. Easy. Really easy to get. Shadow travel for 0 seconds. Now, I have a loadout just for this. I think I deleted it, but I can show you just a couple of tricks really quick. If we go here on the loadouts, I think I have still the loadout. I may be mistaken. Is it this one? I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, I probably changed it. So, basically, there's a couple of cards that will reduce, for example, the shadow travel, right? Like this one right here. Activating Restore Soul reduces the cooldown of shadow travel. So, you don't actually need to fight with Ceres. You can just hop in the bot match, literally, and just walk around with the shadow travel. But reduce the maximum of restore soul, so every time you get out of shadow travel, you have it available for you to use. And then put this one to the maximum as well, and automatically you now can reduce a big amount of the cooldown for shadow travel. Also, Chronos is a really good addition. There's nothing here that actually increases the time of shadow travel, so that's pretty much it. You just have to get those two abilities, maximum cooldown, get Chronos, and start spamming the shadow travel. Just walk around from place to place, heal, then you get the reduced cooldown on the shadow travel, go back in, and just keep going. Really easy, alright? So let's go back into the challenges really quick. We were on the shadow travel for X amount of seconds. That's easy. It doesn't have to, you don't even have to move. It's just literally seconds. You just have to stand on shadow travel mode. Easy. Deal 5,000 damage in 30 seconds. Now, I'm just going to be really honest. This is as easy as it gets. In case you remember, the last Battle Pass had a mission where you had to deal up to, I think it was 11,000 in less than like 6 or 7 seconds or 10 seconds. So it was a lot harder than this, okay? You can do this really easy. Just get a damage that has maybe a good ult, maybe a Victor ult. Dredge is also a good available option. Maybe a Vivian starts spamming on tanks and so on. This will also count on shield damage. So pretty much just spamming that damage, shields and so on will also help you do this. So, hey, even if you want to just, one final idea is go with Bomb King with the talent that will allow you to destroy shields, and if there's a barrack on the enemy team, let him ult, put the grumpy bomb in there and blow up his entire shield. Boom, done. You'll do it in 1 second. Easy. Alright, one more thing about the heals. I'm going to explain something in the front. I want you to hear it, alright, because a lot of people have confusion on this one. Deal X amount of damage. Again, this will also count on shields. Dealing damage on shields, although it's sometimes not recorded on the scoreboard, doesn't really matter. It will still go there. Play X amount of team deathmatches. Easy as it gets. Let's go into Tier 3. Tier 3, play a match as Dredge. I don't even need to explain this. Now, this mission right here, I believe that a lot of people have confusion on this one. You have to turn people into treats with the Bon Appetit, which is Mosey's ult, but you don't have to eat them. You just have to literally turn them. You can go into the map Abyss on the TDM, get the boost, just transform somebody. Just make sure you transform somebody. So just be careful with the part of the, you know, of the people being CC immune and so on, and just transform somebody. You don't even need to kill, just do that. Easy, done. Now, expend X amount of ammunition. Now, this one here, you can do this really easy with about 5 different champions. The 5 different champions are Koga, because I have a loadout that gives me back my entire ammo, like not my entire ammo, 40 ammo back every time I dash, and then I just use the talent that gives me energy anytime I'm shooting, so I just get like energy, so dashes infinitely almost, and also ammo without having to reload. You can also go with Ruckus. A lot of ammo on the clip, just start spamming it. It says expand ammunition, it doesn't say you have to hit with the ammunition. You can also try Vivian, has a lot of ammo. And then you have Victor and also Tyra. Reason being, all of these champions have an incredible fire rate, fast fire rate, which means it will spend the ammunition faster, and as such, you'll do this mission faster. So you can even do this with a Maeve, it's completely up to you, but it's going to take a lot more. So then we go into this mission, emote after getting a kill with X amount of times with Koga. Really easy to do, just one little advice. Be careful while using the roaming emote. Although it's easier for you to kill and so on, I found a bug where if you have no ammo and you do the roaming emote, you're pretty much screwed. You have to use maybe a dash or something else that gives you ammo back or just cancels the emote, because if you try to shoot to cancel the emote, it will not work because you have 0 ammo on your clip. It doesn't have ammo, and it's not doing the reload either. So it's a very weird bug. Be careful about that. Now, this one is probably the worst mission on this entire goddamn thing. Alright? People are looking at this mission and they're thinking, oh, this is easy. You just grab people with the ultimate and throw them off the map, or you jump with them. Because on the last Battle Pass, there was something about killing people with below 5% of your health with con, and people would never have guessed it, but it was actually just jumping out of the map with the ultimate. So that was easy, right? Well, this one doesn't work like that. For some goddamn reason, if you jump out of the map, it doesn't count as a kill for the ultimate. It counts as if you'd killed them with something else except the ultimate. So the easiest way I found to do this mission was basically, I went on TDM. First of all, you have to be careful because people will steal your kills. And if you find an enemy that it's really low, all right? I know what you guys are thinking. You're just thinking, yeah, you grab him and that does damage. No, that's not even it. You grab your enemy, you go close to a wall. Just stay near a wall. Make sure you're near a wall, okay? And just wait for the entire duration of the ultimate. As soon as they get thrown with the end of the duration of the ult, they'll take 600 damage to the wall, okay? And somehow, if you're close enough to the wall, somehow it will still count as the ultimate. It will still count as you're holding them, okay? So that may be a bug, maybe fixed in the future or something. Maybe you really have to just get them like a 10 HP and then grab them, which will be incredibly hard. But even so, if you do it like this, you can do it really easy. So do that. It's really easy to do. Onslaught matches, I don't even need to explain that. Really easy to do. Now, tier 4. The drop. Hit at least one player with evil mojo 0 times. This is the ultimate of Pip. Really easy to do as well. Just have to get the ultimate with Pip and hit somebody with it. Easy. You don't even need to kill him. Just boom. Just transform into a chicken. Kill 3 players within 2 seconds. Now this one is a little bit harder because the timer is almost really fast. Do you think 2 seconds is enough? It's not. You have to use something that will allow you to insta-kill at least 3 people at the same time. One of the easiest ways that I found to do this was basically going as Genos with a specific loadout, as like a flank Genos or damage Genos or whatever you want to call it. I would go onto TDM, try to get into the Abyss. This one, you can do. It's better to do it on bots, because if you don't do it on bots, it's not going to happen. You go, grab the boost, go through that side of the map, and then if you go directly to the place where they have their spawn, the bots have their spawn, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to jump, align your ult, and then spawn the ult. Even if there's 2 tanks, which is something that happens with bots, at least 3 people will die instantly. They're not moving. It's just use the ultimate as soon as you can see them really easy, and that's done. You'll do it really easy, trust me. I did this today to get the top play with Genos, and I killed 4 people with 1 ult. They didn't even move. It was just like easy, okay? So either that or try to play Dredge, maybe use the ult. If you have a friend, try making him go as Ceres. Try to use her ult so you could then blow the shit up of those people all together, and maybe you'll do it. Now, this one here, this is what I wanted to mention as well, because this also has to be about the heals. Deal 160,000 damage in a single match. Now, as I mentioned before, your damage on shields will still count somehow. Even though you can't see it on the scoreboard, it will count. So if you go with something that deals incredible amount of damage, and then you go with Wrecker together, you'll do this mission easy. Alright? I did 150,000 damage with a Sky with no Wrecker. Okay, so if you can do that really easy, as long as you just careful, if you go with a damage, and if you go with Wrecker, you'll do it even better than I did. I mean, it's just easy. You'll eventually get a match that will help you with that, alright? Just keep playing siege matches. They're bigger, so you're gonna have the chance to do more damage, okay? So deal with that. Heal 5 different players within 30 seconds. Now, I tried to do this with Pip, just standing all of my team together and then throwing a potion on the ground, but for some reason it didn't work. Now, it may work for you, but what I did was basically I used, I believe it was either Ceres with the Void Abides, or I just kept trying with the potion of Pip. Because I think also Grok, I was trying to heal them at the same time with a totem and then with the staff, and it wasn't working. I think it was that, yeah. I think it was the Grok who was broken, not the Pip. I think the Pip is the one where I did my mission. So basically, I just asked the people to stick together, like, as soon as we started. I think it will still even count on the spawn room. Imagine that. They don't even need the heals. You just need to use the healing ability on 5 people at the same time. Now, it may have been that maybe they actually needed to be damaged, and this is just poorly explained. But just try to do that. Try to use Pip Try to ask your entire team to stick together and throw 2 or 3 potions immediately as fast as possible on the ground. Try to get them all together or something like that. Maybe increase your range and also the cooldowns after you hit certain people with the potions. Those are cards that belong to Pip, so really easy to do. Go Buck Wild for X amount of seconds. This is just basically the ultimate. So the more ultimates you can get with Buck, the easier you'll do this mission. So TDM Abyss will give you the charges, even the new map and the dragon, the new map dragon. You're gonna have a boost at 9 minutes, so you have to wait 1 minute and then it'll start spawning in the boost in there. And you can get that and automatically activate the ultimate. You don't have to kill anybody, you just have to stay for amount of seconds with the ultimate. Really easy to do. Now, capture 0 siege objective points. It says 0 for me, but even so. This is really easy. Again, just play siege matches. Done. Now let's go into the top, the tier 5. Now this one here, I gotta be honest, with Pip and Dredge, really easy to get. With Genos, which is a support, not as easy. Usually has to be sort of like a connection of 2 ults or just your ult getting like 2-3 people and then you manage to kill third person. Strix can be really easy if you're really good with Strix, but I have an idea for some of these, okay? So, I did these 2 really easy. It's not really, it's just kill damage Pip with the catalyst. It's just easy, ultimate on 2-3 people at the same time, kill them immediately. Done. It's just easy. And Dredge, I don't even need to explain that. But as for Khan, Ceres, Genos, and Strix, what I did was I actually teamed up with my friend Beam. I went on bot matches because it was a little bit easier, because usually on team death matches people are really tryhards. So they will try to steal as much skill as they can. That's usually what happens at all times. And when bot matches, most of the people who are there usually are either just trying to do missions like you, or they're just, you know, still fresh to the game, really newbies and so on, and as such they don't have the experience, or they're not even worried about the kills. They're just trying to, you know, play the game. So with Genos, that was exactly what I mentioned before. I went on a TDM Abyss and I got the boost, jumped. I saw that the bots all back there on the spawn. I have my loadout that allows me to jump more. So I jumped in the air, lined my ultimate, and boom, a quadruple kill right there. Just done. It was easy. Got the top plate. Done. Strix, I go with Crack Shot. And I have either, this is the thing that I wanted to mention. I have either Genos going Luminary to give me extra damage, or the most effective thing that I've actually managed to create was this loadout for Genos here. Go here on loadouts. Here it is. I call it, this is not the name of the loadout. This is the old loadout that I had. This was the name I had. So, in this loadout, as you can see, I am focusing like almost 100% on the Void Grip, reducing its maximum possible, so I can use it as maximum times as possible. If I miss if he doesn't die after 4 seconds, at least I have 6 seconds cooldown on the Void Grip. Really good. Then I have this one, Falling Star, which will reduce 80% of my entire set of abilities if the person happens to die 4 seconds after you Void Gripped her. And then increase the range of, you can use Void Grip. If you want to just go like 4 points on this one, 3, I just found that this a lot better. Then it's these 2 are just fillers, because you're going to have the healing ability, first of all, really, really fast. And then the Power Cosmion, basically it cripples people. There's not a lot of people that actually can survive this. You deal more damage, and what you do is, while you're going Genos with this, and your friend is going with the Strix to get the top play, you grab the people, and you just tell them, every person that I grab, you have to kill. So, Crack Shot, have 80% or 100% of the swapping between the weapons, as you can see here, right here. It was reduced down to swap your sidearm by 100%. Swap into your pistol grants me 50% lifesteal, so I can get a little bit more self-regeneration, so on. Then reduce the movement speed, and so on. This is just fillers as well. Just make sure you have this one. Go with Crack Shot. In case you don't know what Crack Shot is after you give a shot of the sniper, your pistol is going to deal 20% more damage every single shot for 4 seconds. So, like for example, imagine a Torvald. Your friend grabs the Torvald with the Void Grip, right? With the talent to cripple, which is incredibly strong. In case there's a Con in the other team with actually the CC immunity on the Battle Shout, then that's shit. But If you don't have that, then that's going to be extremely easy. Just grab the person, have Strix looking at it, snipe a snipe shot to the chest, doesn't matter where you want to hit it, and as soon as you know you're going to hit that shot, just switch the weapon immediately after that shot, start spamming the pistol, and start looking for another target and be as fast as possible. Your friend is going to be able to grab an enemy every time you kill, at least for sure, that person within 4 seconds. So you're going to have a person trapped right there in the middle of the air, just staring at you so you can kill it. You're going to easily get that top play. Really easy, trust me. That's exactly how I did it. I did it first try. Beam did it as well like that, with that specific thing. If you can't find a friend to do that, then just try to still go crack shot. It's probably the best one to do the top play because of the fastness you have on killing flanks and so on. You just sniper shot, then spam a little bit on your pistol. Also increase your ammo and maybe buy death hands if you go on bots, because it really doesn't matter what you're buying. So at least get that speed on the reload in case the last second possible you have to reload. Okay, so you got that done. Let's go with Ceres. Ceres, the loadout you have to use is something like this. I believe it's this one. Or I don't know. Probably is this one. It reduces the cooldown of Rend Soul, so you get that damage boost and so on. This one will give you speed, so you can run away every time you have people with the charges on top of them. Increase your little ammo a little bit. Increase your movement speed and shadow travel, and reduce the cast time of shadow travel. Now, this is more for the escaping part, but if you go with this talent right here, each soul charge when you detonate increases your base health and weapon damage by 2% until you die. Stacks up to 15 times. That means it's 30% extra damage and extra health during the entire duration as you're still alive. So you're going to be doing a lot more damage. If you go on bots, again, go death hands. More than anything, you want to do that because you can self-heal with the Rend Soul. Alright, just by snapping your hand, you're going to get that health. Okay, just go behind a wall and then do it so you're not being cauterized. You're going to have a lot more health. You're going to have a lot more damage. You're going to have the speed, according to what I just showed you. And if you have death hands, you'll have ammo really fast as soon as possible, so you can just spam those shots. One of the ways that I also found easier to do this was actually going with a Genos as your friend with Luminary, giving you extra damage even more, and actually making you even stronger, so you could do that really, really easy. So that is done. For Con is the same thing as Strix. Have your friend going with the cripples on the Void Grip, and Con going maybe with the, what's it called? Let me just see really quick. Where's Con? Go with Storm of Bullets. You're going to do a little bit less damage, but at the same time, you're going to be firing faster. Go with Death Hands. Go with this. The load I was using was this. Gain 20% lifesteal and increase my clip size by 10. Then extra health, and then just reduce cooldown of abilities in just a second on Battle Shout. Going with this will allow you to actually, first of all, every time you Battle Shout, you're going to be having that momentum speed increase, so you can charge into the next person to kill. And then you're going to be able to also, as I'm saying, with the fire rate, you're going to be able to do is just have that friend grabbing somebody. That person is stuck there. Just aim for the head for the extra damage, and you'll do it really easy. That's how I did it. That's how Beam did it. Incredibly easy. These missions are actually not that hard. I think that the Encore are going to be a lot worse, just based on this first tier. I'm already imagining all the time I'm going to have to spend to finish them all. So basically, that's all. I hope this has helped you in any way, in any doubt you had. If not, I'm just thank you so much for actually watching the video, and hope these tips and tricks actually helps you in the future. So that's pretty much it for now. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time.